Welcome to Best in Faction.
The next generation.
A podcast that we advertise with the same veracity as Jason Verd releases his lists 10 minutes into the 10 minutes after we start.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm Tyler.
I'm Nick.
Morning brain really just slowed that one down quite a bit. I'm Lucas.
We're also going to work on what the word veracity means.
It means whatever I want it to mean.
Love that. And today, we got something a little bit special, a little bit fun for the kids at home. It is today, December 21st, 2023 at 10:06 a.m. If a balanced data slate has dropped since the recording of this, we don't know about it. I like saying that all the time. I don't expect a data slate to be dropped in the next month, but that's neither here nor there. 40K is in a bit of a lull. It's the holiday season. I hope you're all spending time with your families, listening to TNG as as the good Lord commands. But there's not a ton to talk about, not a lot of events, not a lot of rules changes, not a lot of drama. So we put together a little bit of something a little fun. We're gonna play a couple of games that I have put together, and our contestants will be the other unfortunate co-hosts of this here podcast. Morning, Nurgle Matt. Love to see you. But before we jump into any of the festivities and the nonsense, and believe me, there will be nonsense and shenanigans, I got to check in with the boys because I haven't seen them in a minute. How are we doing today, Lucas?
I'm doing pretty good. Not a lot's been going on the last week, so nothing really much to update you guys on. Finished a bunch of cool new painting projects. I finished my Rampager like 2 nights ago, which is really cool. And then now I'm finishing up some trucks that I started painting for WTC, but never truly finished. So last night I spent like 3 hours applying fucking checkerboard. Classic. But eventually that'll be done, and that'll bring me to 5 trucks, which I feel like is a good number. So yeah, lots of cool painting projects. Looking forward to fun Warhammer in the new year, and just kind of like hunkering down for the rest of 2023. How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm officially on winter break. So I've had some time to rest and relax. And, been pouring over this Necron Codex. Hopefully got a game with the new Necrons either today or tomorrow. Yeah, I'm excited to put them on the table. Looks like they got a lot of cool tricks.
Yeah, that Codex looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I love that Catan are good. For those of you, you guys will remember the first list I ever won a GT with had 2 Catan in it, and it was an absolute blast to play. So seeing like 2 or 3 in a lot of lists is pretty cool. 5 is a little silly.
I said it last week, and I'll say it again. Whenever someone says take 5 of something, it costs
I don't
200 points.
Yeah, I don't actually think that's that good, but it's definitely a thing you can do, and it's
definitely a thing that Steve Trimble would do.
Certainly a Steve Trimble tier list right there. But yeah, looking.
Is that in Paste Eater tier? Go ahead.
Looking forward to finish building my monolith now that he might actually be good. Because I remember when he dropped, everyone was like, "Oh my god, he's going to be T14. That's going to be insane," and then. Well, the model was not good. So yeah. Looking forward to getting the Necrons out of the closet. Gonna be
Very cool.
How are you doing today, Tyler?
I'm doing great. Very excited about Necrons as well. There's tons of shenanigans going on with that book that look like a real good time. I'm very excited at the prospect of that crypt build that Steve is playing around with. 20 warriors that deep strike at 3 and then fire and fade and then get hit and teleport back to the monolith sounds so funny. That's everything I've ever wanted.
Unfortunately, you can't afford a monolith, dude, if you buy 5 Catan. So, bummer.
I will not be buying 5 Catan. I will not be playing Necrons at all. But I might try that list on TTS or borrow some models to give it a spin because it looks very funny. But yes, that's looking really cool. Having a real good time with Nids. This triple Exocrine build that I've been playing with Unending Swarm has been doing real well for me. Played without the Exocrines recently into Custodes, and that felt absolutely miserable. So that's how it's kind of how you know that you made the right list change when you go back a step and you're like, oh god, how did I ever think this was okay? So excited about that. Got a couple different hobby projects in the work, working on this Exocrine, working on my car ox, the GSD, which are fun. Just a lot of different moving parts right now. I'm very excited for a lot of different things right now. I'm in that phase where like I just need games, so many games, but also I have other stuff to do, unfortunately, so I can't play all the time. We're making it work, but because this is a game playing kind of mood, we are going to be playing some games. Okay, good. Sounds good. And right now, so a couple of things on the front end of how this is going to work. I'm going to be screen sharing all this stuff. This is semi-competitive, more cooperative between the two of y'all.
I don't want to work with Nick.
I mean, that's fine. I will give you all points, and if someone in the comments wants to keep track, they're more than welcome to do so. That being said, if you're in chat, you're also welcome to play along. But if you're Nick and Lucas, I would ask that you tab off of the comments. If someone comments something funny and insightful that is not an answer to a question, I'll pull that up on screen so you'll still get to see it. But I don't need the public helping y'all out here too much.
So you want me to not cheat?
Yes.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that, Chief.
Also, you're obviously in front of a computer. Please don't use that computer to look for answers. This will be more fun if you use your head. Yeah, so that's kind of it. There's 3 games that we're going to play, and I'll explain the rules as they come up one at a time. So let me pull up our first game here. There we go. I'm calling this entire show So You Think You Know Warhammer, because these are all various Warhammer related sort of trivia questions. I want to give a big shout out on the front end to StatCheck, who provide all of the data that we're going to use for a bunch of these. We're going to be talking about the meta. We're going to be talking about 10th edition as a whole so far, and we're going to be talking. I guess the third one isn't from StatCheck, but you'll see what I'm saying. So if you're interested in where any of this data is coming from, this all goes out to them. And we're going to jump right into it. This whole thing, I think, is probably going to take like 40 minutes to an hour tops. This should be a quicker episode, so we may have some time to mess around a little bit in the process. So the first metric that I want to talk about here is what are the top 5 factions in the game, according not to anyone's opinion, but according to the cold, hard facts and logic of our boys over at StatCheck. This is their faction CRS ranking, which is to say that it negatively weights higher ELO players playing the faction. Right. So this is supposed to be raw power of Codex. Obviously, good players are getting big wins with stuff. That's cool. But if noobs are kicking butt with it, it's probably a little overtuned, if not just good players are winning with it. So that's all been taken into account here. Now, I will say, they have not updated this since November 22nd. There haven't exactly been a ton of rules or tournaments in the last 2 weeks, but I guess this does not include Slaanesh technically. So I suppose you can keep that in mind. You guys want to go ahead and roll off to see who gets the first guess here? I'll hand out.
Are we just working independently, or should we like talk over?
Yeah, I go at the goal here is to name all 5 of them with the fewest strong answers. If you get a right answer, you're going to get a point. If you get a wrong answer, you're going to lose a point. But we're going to do this we're going to do this cooperatively. I know I said we could do this competitively, but it'll be more fun cooperatively to encourage you guys to discuss with each other what you think is going on, to try to tell people what we're thinking here. Well, you don't need to name them in order. I just want to see them show up on the board. So let me know what you guys think.
Well, I'm absolutely certain that number 2 is Eldari, because it went down 1 spot from rank number 1 from the previous time period than what ended at the end of November. And then number 1 is probably CSM?
That's what my guess would be as well.
So,
sorry, am I allowed to talk?
Y'all are welcome to discuss. The format here is you don't need to get the order. You just need the faction on the board, and tell me, like, I want this faction, final answer, lock it in, whatever you want to say about that. And if it's on there, I'll pull off the card to show where it is, and if it's not, you'll get firmly rejected.
Okay. Well,
right.
Eldar, absolutely, and I'm pretty sure it's number 2.
Nick, you agree?
I agree. I think Eldar's in the top 5 as of November.
As it turns out, Eldar is in the top 5, but unfortunately, unfortunately, they are actually not number 2. Craftworld Eldar comes in here at number 4.
Lol.
Not even a podium faction in the game, so I don't know what everyone's complaining about. They can't be that good.
Sure.
Sweet. So we got Eldar. We got 4 factions left to go. What else are we thinking?
I definitely think CSM is on there.
Yeah.
CSM might actually be second, dude.
It might be second, yeah. Down from number 1. That makes sense to me. We can definitely lock in CSM. I'm curious whether or not it's number 1 or 2.
Sweet.
It's probably number 2.
Absolutely correct. Chaos Space Marines is our number 2 pick at the moment. They're the second strongest faction in the game according to the numbers. And now I think is where things get a little more interesting.
Yeah, who the fuck is number 1?
Especially because, like, this is what? This doesn't include data from the last month or the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, this was last updated November 22nd, so like almost exactly 4 weeks ago.
So yeah, the last 4 weeks. Because I would definitely say Space Marines if it was like right now, but like I don't know if enough tournaments were played with Space Marines then.
Yeah, because we're not saying detachments, right? We're saying a codex.
Yeah, in total here there are like 22 codices.
So like the power armor options would be Codex Space Marines, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Death Watch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Could you say Black Templars?
I believe Templars are a separate
faction. Because they have their own detachment like Dark Angels and Blood Angels.
So part of me thinks Votann is maybe on here. I know that they've like consistently had like very high win rates. They might also not be in the top 5. They might be like 6, you know?
Yeah.
But I think Votann were really good, and I think that like one of Votann's weaker matchups, which is like Vanguard, like wasn't really played as much yet at this point. If it was a month ago.
November 22nd, I believe, will include the World Championships of Warhammer, which were the previous weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some Vanguard on the loose here. But
part of me wonders if Orcs is number 5. No, it went down. It went from rank 3 to rank. Yeah, who went up 15 ranks from number to number 3?
That might be Space Marines, dude.
It could definitely be Space Marines. But they were doing like pretty well in the whatever previous data slate.
Were they?
Yeah, with like Desolation Marines and stuff, right?
It's true, but like then there was like September and October kind of like, you know, where they weren't.
Well, I mean, Space Marines are almost certainly on here somewhere.
Oh, it's AdMech clearly? Well, if this were the bottom 5 factions, I would absolutely say AdMech and put them in whatever the last faction is.
Apparently, by the numbers, AdMech are doing decently. Like, when Falcon and Camilleri did their, like, by the numbers faction tier list, they had them in B tier. Like, this is pre-Codex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dogshit index. Do you want to just say Space Marines?
It's okay. Here's another wild one. Another wild one is maybe Black Templars, because I know that they've had like a pretty decent win rate, but like I don't think they'd be number 1.
I don't think so either. We can probably say Space Marines, right, Nick?
I feel fairly confident saying Space Marines.
Space Marines Codex. We're locking it in.
I do not have an sound effect. I should have prepped that ready. Space Marines are not in the top 5 as of November 22nd.
Okay.
It's minus a point. What else you guys got? It's not Space Marines, dude.
I'm going to enjoy Tyler torturing and giggling at us for 45 minutes. This is going to be so much fun.
Oh, you know what? I probably still have the sound effect from the new Challenger. Do I have that sound effect? I have this.
How many guesses wrong do we get? Or is it just everyone's a mark against us?
Everyone's a mark against us. Positive 1 point.
Do you want to say Black Templars?
I feel like Votann's a smarter guess than Templars, but maybe I'm an idiot.
Okay. I mean, yeah, for sure. What? which one would they be? Because I doubt they went from rank 3 to rank 5. They could have gone from rank 18 to 3. That seems very plausible.
About Votan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were consistently, like, pretty high up there for, like, a few months. Ever since, well, what was it?
Like October?
Early September? That was the data slate?
So they could have gone from
blasted up
18
there.
to 3 or 8 to 1, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't...
If they're rank 1, I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass off. You fucking clowns can't win against
Do you
the
think
Move 5
Votan,
army.
or do you think Templars, or do you think neither of those?
I would probably guess Votan before Templars, but...
Yeah, they've been hanging around, like, the upper 50s win rate for a while.
We'll lock in Votan.
Show me the Short Kings.
Short Kings coming in 5th place. Absolutely.
Oh, let's go.
That was that was not the one I thought they were gonna be at.
That's kind of
Alright.
what I was thinking.
All right, we're at,
For a
we're
while,
at, we're
it's
at plus
been,
2
like-
points here.
I feel
Yes,
like rank number 3 might be Orcs, my dude.
Really?
Yeah, everyone talks about how like strong they are in the meta, and they seem to be like winning lots of games.
I mean, it's certainly not Necrons. If you hit 3 wrong answers. Oh,
They-
okay, well...
They could have definitely. Oh God, please no, not in February.
It's alright, I'm already playing Conquest. I have to be outside to play that, apparently.
Yeah, good. Get the fuck out. This 40k house. I could see Orcs moving from 8 to 1 or 18 to 3 though. Is the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, well, I'm not feeling you on the Orcs. If you want to get that one wrong, go ahead, dude.
Okay, what's your suggestion then?
I mean,
Short King.
yeah, I would say, like, I don't think Templars would go from 18 to 3 or, 8 to 1. I think that at this point in this... Because I know Templars were, like, hanging around the top 5, but at this particular tier, they probably fell out of the top 5, would be my guess. So who was, like, on the rise in November? In October? Do you think World Eaters? Like, no way, right?
I
Definitely
doubt
not-
they're rank
Definitely not
3.
T-Suns. Definitely not T-Suns. Definitely not...
I feel like, I mean, this is fairly obvious, but if we just had like one more, like number of players or number of games played, I feel like these would be so easy. But we don't.
It did not occur to me that the changes in rank would be something y'all would gravitate onto so strongly. In hindsight, I probably should have covered those, but I'm actually glad that they're open now. That this is also way harder than I thought it was going to be. So I'm very excited.
Well, we have two more. We have one more wrong answer guess as collateral, Nick.
Yeah. I mean, if you're feeling Orcs, I was feeling Votan in my heart.
I kind of am
If
feeling
Orcs are
Orcs in
calling
my heart.
to you,
I'm definitely gonna be. I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna lock it in anyway. We're locking in Orcs. Fuck you. Fuck you for that.
Unfortunately, Orcs did not make the top 5 factions by CRS. The people who win with Orcs are just too good at Warhammer, apparently.
Apparently.
Too high in elo, dude.
Jesus.
Brings y'all up to net 1 point at this point in time.
Big hype, dude. What are the other factions? There are no other factions.
Correct. There are only 5 factions in the game.
It wouldn't be like Death Guard, would it? I don't think it would be Death Guard. It's definitely not Thousand Suns. That index is horrible. Is it Sisters of Battle? I don't think so.
I mean, this is by CRS, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
The
what that
higher
means.
your CRS means, like, the worse you're rewarded for doing well with them.
So it's win rates. It's because it's not exactly just that. It's win rates, but then the win rates negatively factor in elo. So the higher
so
the
it's
elo
like-
of the player getting the win, the less valuable the win.
So the higher the CRS, the, like, I mean, I guess obviously the more the factions are winning, but also, like, that could be said of any rank.
Yeah, the more the faction is winning, like, across the board, not just at top tables. So something that CRS will often overrepresent, like, X and 1 armies, because anyone can go 4 and 1 with them, but might not necessarily capture armies that are winning tournaments, but that people are getting their butts kicked with. So at the end of the day, you're looking for, like, low skill floor. not to bring that argument up again.
Is it Chaos Knights?
I mean, if this was a CRS ranking of the Pacific Northwest, I would have said Chaos Knights like, instantly.
I feel like that's just super rude.
I mean, I feel like there's like 50 Chaos Knight players at every tournament around here.
It's because we know that we're the fucking best, dude. We are Legion.
You want to lock in Chaos Knights?
Not really.
I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like that's like a little bit of a snapshot of our meta that we're like, you know,
Drooling over Chaos Knights constantly?
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It certainly can't be demons. Like, no one's playing.
No,
them.
that codex is horrible.
Is it Dark Angels? Is it technically Dark Angels because everyone's playing like Vanguard as Dark Angels or some dumb shit or something like that?
No, that would be Dark Angels would mean the Dark Angels detachment. No,
Yeah, for the purposes
Cool.
of stat check as of the recording of this,
That'd be the
Dark
Unforgiven
Angels
task
means
force.
Unforgiven. Is it Unforgiven
Alright,
or
well, I don't think many people are playing
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
Okay, cool.
Other than fucking Spatho. What a Chad.
Dude, I kind of want to say World Leaders, but I don't know.
I really don't feel that, but if you're up to it,
All right,
I'm
if you're not
certainly
feeling it,
gonna
if
obey
you're not
I guess.
feeling it, then all right, we're not doing it.
It's almost certainly World Leaders, given that fucking smirk that Tyler just gave us. World Leaders! We're locking it in. World Leaders.
You good with that, Nick?
Sure,
Don't chicken out on me now, you little bitch.
let's go.
Here's number one best faction in the game.
Well,
So what I'm hearing here is that World Leader players are paste eaters, Mr. Vanilla.
as soon as you said low skill floor X and 1, I was like, oh, World Leaders, dude. Like, that sounds pretty, Okay, well, then it has to be CK, dude, right? That's the most, like, you know, X and 1 low skill floor
What?
army, right?
Okay, I feel like going up 15 should clue us in big time. What army was like pretty damn bad and then went to very good, very decent? It's either that or it's like, you know, a small army that maybe like fluctuates a lot month to month because they don't have a lot of games played. So like their
You can
score
go
can
GSC
fluctuate a
because they
lot.
changed the rules again.
Maybe it's like yeah.
I will say that more games played will mean a better CRS.
Do you think it's
What?
Sisters
General.
because everyone started playing Sisters?
It's kind of like how like our elos are inflated because we play a ton more games than most people.
Oh, you get a better CRS score by playing more games. It's not like weighted by how many games you've played.
It is, but like at the like not. I think it helps. I'm not.
Like, to
I
make it in the
haven't
top
seen that
5, you probably have to be a popular army.
probably.
Okay. Jesus
cannot
Christ.
say-
I'll tell you right here. This is not fucking. Where was someone saying elusive
Not Imperial
or
Knights.
Striders? It's not Imperial Agents or something nonsense silly. Imperial Agents were like in the top 10. I think it was why I cut it to 5 instead of 10 because I think Imperial Agents are technically number 6.
Let's narrow it to like 3 options, Nick. What 3 options do you think skyrocketed in November in terms of ranking? Death Guard?
Death Guard did get really popular, especially with
Yeah.
Liam VSL playing them.
So like Death Guard are one option.
Yep. Sisters got really popular. Bunch of
Sisters
like
are
really
another
top
good
players
option.
have started swapping to them. I
We
don't
could
know if
also-
they played them.
We
in
could also say
tournaments.
Templars.
Yeah, but I
but-
think Templars would be falling. Templars were already very popular. I don't think Templars would be like rising, from
Rocketing up.
15.
Sure, that's fair.
Yeah.
You want to say Sisters of Battle? Like they would have that kind of like dramatic rise because they played a bunch more games and people were doing better with them.
Sure, dude.
The thing is, I feel like people were doing well with them for being like, you know, the best players were doing very well with them. I don't feel like X and 1 or X and 2 players were winning a lot more games with Sisters, but I don't know. I don't fully understand how CRS is calculated. So, like, I do conceptually, but do you want to do Sisters?
Sure.
Sisters of Battle.
Lock it in, baby.
Fuck.
Back to positive 1. That is 3 wrong answers. We can discuss the arrangement.
All right. We evidently do not know Warhammer that well.
All right, dude. I'm thinking Death Guard.
Death Guard.
baby. Boom. Death Guard, number 3.
Holy shit, the Trader Power Armor is OP, apparently.
Top 5 armies in the game right now. Number 5, Leagues of Votann. Number 4, Eldari. Number 3, Death Guard. Number 2, Chaos Space Marines. And number 1, the King of the Rats, World Eaters. Very cool. So at that point, we are, what are we in? A net plus 2 points. Y'all are doing pretty well.
Let's go, dude.
We can end this game.
That's a beach hammer if I've ever seen one.
Absolutely, dude. Sweet. Let's move on over to the second round, which y'all ended up alluding to without knowing it. Naturally, we got to see the other end. What are the bottom 5 armies in the game, according to StatCheck?
Drukhari. Oh my god, Custodians and Imperial Knights are going to be down here. Let's go!
My questing noblemen, they need a buff!
How about you turn your brain on first?
The bottom 2 dropped 20, though. This is
They
also
did.
based off CRS?
Yep. This is literally the same chart. That was the top. This is the bottom.
So this isn't entirely win rate, right? This is like kind of
No.
a mixture of popularity / like how well people are doing with them.
Yeah. It's again
Okay.
negatively weighted against the skill of the players playing them.
In all honesty, I don't know if Custodians will be down here, but I'm fairly sure Imperial Knights are, especially considering there are going to be 2 or 3 factions that plummeted pretty big time. Going from 6 and 7 to 26 and 27. Like, I'm pretty sure Imperial Knights is one of those, right? Or going from 11 to 23.
I don't know when it was previously updated. Do they do this every month?
That's the thing. I think these are monthly. I'm not exactly sure when
This
the
is like going
down
from like
20 is
October to
from.
November.
Yeah. I think that's what
Wait, so no, this is data from October to November compared to September to October. So yeah, it'll take posts. It's all post slate data. So they're not comparing pre-date.
I feel like Knights would have already been down here.
In poo-poo tier. Maybe that's the rank 23 army.
I mean, Knights
But
might be
I don't know.
24. Yeah.
Going
There's nothing
from-
goofy in here like Imperial Agents or like Corsairs.
No,
right?
all 5 of these are factions that like
I'm pretty sure.
play.
I'm pretty confident Imperial Knights is going to be on here. Also, there probably is going to be some stuff like Death Guard, or sorry, Death Watch. Hopefully not Death Guard.
Do you think Tyranids are going to be on here? Or GSC?
No, a GSC definitely could be on here.
Yeah, if it's a mixture of like popularity and performance. Sisters might be 25, dude. It's either that or it's AdMech. All right, let's get the easy ones out of the way, dude. Let's guess AdMech, right? AdMech,
Yeah.
Drukhari.
No, wait. AdMech. There was that thing I just mentioned, whether they put them in like B tier based on performance.
Yeah, but were people actually playing them in like November and October?
Yeah, it was data from the last 3 months or something. I feel like a Drukhari is an easier guess than AdMech.
All right, let's do Drukhari, dude.
Drukhari.
locking it in, boys. Drukhari is the worst faction in the game,
How did they
according
drop
to the math.
20 spots? Why were they in 7th?
Great question.
This ranking system makes 0 sense to me at this point, dude.
I think what we're learning is maybe the stat check isn't the infallible juggernaut of data that everyone jerks it off to be 24/7. I mean, they obviously do incredible work, but like, maybe we shouldn't like.
Maybe just CRS is a weird metric, dude. But
Yeah, I think that it's like
understands.
a bunch, like 5 Drukhari players went, like it was like Scary and then a bunch of other Drukhari players going like 3 and 2, but they all have terrible elos. So clearly the faction must be great if people who are bad at Warhammer are going 3 and 2. I don't know. This seems like the kind of data that improves with much larger data sets, and Drukhari being such a low.
Yeah, taking a relatively not played faction when it's really bad and looking at 1 month of its games is probably not very representative.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that was not a knock against StatCheck. That was a knock against the data that they happen to have collected. Anyway, so Drukhari's 1. Do we want to say like Death Watch or Imperial Knights or something?
Dude, you know, we both want to say Imperial Knights just to see them on here.
Absolutely, Imperial Knights.
Imperial Knights?
Boo! Boo!
Mouth
Action
breather.
alive. Put them on the shelf, please. All right, Admech. I want to say Admech so
Okay,
bad, dude.
fine. Admech. I'm excited for you to be wrong.
We're down to -1 point, so +1 point overall.
God damn it. Oh, surely like Blood Angels, right?
I don't know, dude. Blood Angels were pretty popular at the Warhammer World Champs.
No, that was Codex Space Marines because they were playing a Codex Space Marines detachment.
Oh.
All right, this makes no sense to me anymore.
They
dude.
weren't.
I hate
It's
that.
the detachment, like the
Yeah.
index detachment that they were in.
Yeah.
So like Sons of Sanguinius, surely we're not doing very well. But
All right, there
Blackspear
we
was
go.
Sons of Sanguinius, Blood Angels. I hate this. This sucks.
Net 0. Let's
Gene
go,
Stealer
boy.
cults.
You locking that in, Nick?
I don't think so.
All right. What should we guess
What about-
next then?
What about Death Watch, dude? Right? Or
Yeah,
whatever
probably,
the detachment's
probably
called.
pretty bad.
Fine. Let's say, was it what, Black Spear? Is that what it's called?
I was thinking these like go down 20 ranks were going to be super indicative, but then Drukari went from 7 to 27, and I'm like, well, we're just guessing at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes no sense to me, dude.
How crazy would it be if the go up or down was fake and I just put that there myself to fuck with y'all?
Then I would, yeah.
It's not true. It is actually, it's real. I didn't make that up.
Do you want to say Death Watch? I think Death Watch is probably a better guess than GSC.
It's super hard to guess, like, what... Because, like, in my mind, what we've listed are, like, some of the, like, least popular factions or really bad factions, but maybe, like, the 7 people playing them are doing okay because they actually know how to play the army, and now they're, like, somewhere in rank 8, you know? Which is just throwing me completely
It's also
off.
like rank 15 to 20 is still really, really bad.
Yeah.
Make it all the way to the bottom is.
But it's like all the data I paid attention to is win rates. So at this point, I'm like massively confused.
Mhm.
There's a little squirrel scratching his armpit outside my window right now.
Let's
Oh my
do
God.
let's do Black. I mean, let's do Death Watch, right? Because like I mean, Death Watch I guess was super popular, and then got like mega nerfed, so people probably stopped playing it, right? Like people don't like to go back to an army after it's been mega nerfed.
Death Watch!
Whatever their detachment's called.
Death Watch. I realize I should be telling you the rankings of these when you get them wrong. Death Watch are ranked 19. And your other wrong guesses. What were your other wrong guesses so
Imperial
far?
Knights.
Imperial Knights are 20. And Blood Angels, was that the one you guessed? Blood Angels are 22. So they are just off this list. So that was a good guess.
So who's
Dude.
worse than that?
Sons of Rust, dude. Come
Oh, yeah,
that
Space
one's gotta be
Wolves.
doggy.
Space Wolves are absolutely doggy doo-doo tier.
Space Wolves
I
are
give.
ranked
I'm leaving the
14.
call. I'm leaving the call. They're 14? How are you guys losing to this?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm just reading.
How are there 4 that we haven't gotten and we've guessed all the terrible power armor detachments? What's the game you guys are playing? Are you winning? Absolutely not. We're
I don't know how
losing.
this game works.
And I'm
I thought
upset.
it was based on like good factions, but
GSC! I'm guessing GSC.
Some
This is really getting me in the holiday spirit. I'm feeling so festive!
Nick, will you lock in GSC?
Yeah, dude, I don't really care at this point. Just looking at this thing.
Let's go! So what are we at? Like -3 now?
Well, obviously it can't be sisters because like they're probably ranked 6. What's next then? These 25 and 24 are really confusing me. Like, what was like never being played and only got like or 25? What was
Hold
not
on.
being played
Post Slate GSC was ranked 6, and then they got Bombas back on the respawns on tons of other fixes, and then they went down to 26.
Yeah, I think what we're looking at there is the bad players exodus off of them, and the good players put up middling results at best. Right? So, like, I go 3-2 with GSC. That's really not good for the faction because I have a disproportionately high elo, compared to their average player, and I didn't do very well with them. Like, it's not looking
Show
good.
me Necrons. I'm gonna guess them 23.
Lucas, lock that in.
Sure, I doubt it's Necrons, but yeah.
It's not Necrons. Necrons, as of recording, we're sitting at 13th, just above Space Wolves.
All right, I'm trying to guess like good players abandoning a faction and everyone who stuck around doing poorly with them.
We've already guessed Admech, right? What rank was
Yeah.
Admech?
They're gonna be 7.
Admech are rank
Something stupidly
18.
high. All right, never mind.
So, bad, but not this
What other
bad.
factions are in the game, dude? I think we've guessed every single one of them. Oh, are Thousand Suns down here?
Oh, Colby's asking, is this like faction Elo? It is not like faction Elo, and it makes no sense to me. So
It's faction CRS, Colby. So it's faction Elo negatively weighted by player Elo.
What was the one I just said? Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, what about Chaos Demons? Hello?
Nick?
I don't know.
Chaos Demons. Collaboration, baby.
Get it, baby.
Hey!
Chaos Demons.
Wow, we found one of the bad factions that somehow ended up down here when the other ones didn't.
All right, we got 2 left. And to keep things moving, because this is taking way longer than I thought it would, there are one of these is a Chaos faction, and one of them is an Imperial faction.
Chaos faction. Thousand Suns.
A faction that a bunch of good players abandoned.
No.
All right.
Thousand Suns are ranked at... Thousands are 21st, right above Blood Angels, so 2 spots off the list. That's
So,
really good.
Chaos Demons, the 3 God Armies, Chaos Space Marines. Is it Chaos Knights?
They 23.
Chaos
It's
Knights.
indeed Chaos Knights. They are the 23rd faction in the game, according to StatCheck's silly rankings.
How do you feel about your
Love you.
faction, Lucas?
I feel
Not popular, and those
Yeah,
who do play
I feel
it
like
put up
it's just-
middling results at best, dude.
I think that's about right.
Be accurate to your,
And then the other one's an
play
Imperial
style,
faction. Well,
play
we've guessed
experience with
Admech.
them.
We've guessed all the Space Marine armies, which apparently people lose to. Sisters of Battle? Imperial Guard?
There we go. Imperial Guard. Astra Militarum is the 25th ranked faction here.
Okay.
There's our bottom 5 there. 23rd is Chaos Knights, 24th Chaos Demons, 25th Astra Militarum, 26th Gene Stealer Cults, and 27th and dead fucking last, Drukari, still down on there. Absolutely awful. All right.
I feel like this should account for number of games played in some way. But here we are.
I don't make the stats. I just make the rules. Sweet. So that brings us to the conclusion
this
of our
stat
first
is
game there.
stupid. I'm just
Talk
gonna
to
say
Kira
it again.
about it. All right. Up next, if y'all were enjoying trying to guess off those progressions, you're going to love this. This next game is called What Faction Is That? I'm going to show you a censored faction win rate over the entire edition. So you'll get to see the full story from 10th ed release to the present. And I want you to tell me what faction this is.
Oh, God.
All right, we'll start easy, and then we'll get a little bit
This
harder
one
as time
sounds more
progresses.
interesting.
Oh, start easy. Great. I can't wait to get it wrong anyway. I just spilled my paint
75.
water everywhere. Hold on, stand by. I'm raging.
Oh, man.
I'm raging. Oh, God.
All right, I think we have 4 of these in total that we're going to look at. So first off, what faction is this?
Well, it's above. This is a win rate.
This,
I mean,
this is just pure win rate over time. That left end there is 9th release, June 25th, and the very right end here is December 12th, a week ago.
Eldar.
This
What do you think, Nick?
looks kind of like an Eldar trend line to me. When is this? Yeah, and then October, right around when they had their drop. That's right around when CSM got super popular. Yeah, I'll go with Eldar.
Seems legit. And absolutely, this is Eldari. I was gonna have a good way to reveal these.
We're so smart.
Nice. Great job, boys. All right. Now we're going to get one that's a little bit trickier. What faction is this?
What is this? Obviously, it's a
as a
faction that
reminder,
got nerfed in the first data slate.
yeah, for some important context here, we've had 2 data slates of 10 so far. We had the July 5th emergency data slate and the September 7th, like rebalancing data slate.
So
September
what's an army
7th
that
is
Was
right around
doing
here.
decently and then plummeted.
yeah.
Not like into abysmal tier, but like pretty damn bad. This could be
feels
like
kind of like Necrons?
what? Oh, yeah, I mean it could be. You're right. You're
Yeah, I
right.
don't know. Like hovering around upper 50 and then drop into below 50. Like it seems a little too high at the start.
I was thinking things that got nerfed more in a more extreme way, like GSC, Death Watch, Custodes, Imperial
But
Knights.
GSC were hitting like the high like 60s, weren't they?
60s, yeah. So probably not them. What about like Death Watch, Imperial Knights, Custodes?
Yeah, it could be one of them.
Just got to bring up this comment because it's so great. Steve is yelling what he thinks the answers are in all caps, and Kim says Steve's over here making phone calls in public spaces on speakerphone, holding his phone up to his face. Which, yeah, it's a thing that Steve would do. What's it going to be, boys?
What do you think? Do you think Knights?
I mean,
How high
yeah.
are Knights?
I don't think it's a Knights because Knights I thought were doing very, very well. And right here they're like their pre-slate win rate is like 52 to 54.
Yeah.
They were doing okay and then they got nerfed pretty hard. What if it's like Death Watch?
Death Watch also seems to make sense. I never heard like people going like Death Watch have like this super high win rate, but like they were doing well.
What is GP? Games played? No.
Played.
Oh.
Yes, WR is your win rate, and GP is your game played. I can zoom in a little bit. That would be easier to see, maybe.
So, I have no idea how many games are played for the average faction, but in the last 6 months, they've played 4,000 games with this faction.
So I think these are all cumulative.
It's cumulative,
games played?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the last 6 months, there's been like a little over 4,000 games played.
But also, like, could we go down and see the dates again real quick?
Yeah, of course.
Like, if you look at here, by the end of, like middle of July, they have 1,000 games played. So like they go up pretty quick.
I feel like that's fairly distributed across. Like 1,000 is at the first quarter. Right before they get nerfed, they play at the 2,500 games.
But it's a faction that remained popular even after it got nerfed. Like it went from
maybe it is Custodes then. Because I feel like there's always those loyal Custodes dogs other than Steve who pussies out of the faction as soon as they take a nerf. That they tend to stick with the faction.
I feel like Custodes, Necrons, or Knights are pretty good.
I think we should guess Custodes.
You want to guess Custodes?
Custodes!
Custodes is correct. This is the
Let's go.
Custodes.
Oh,
very nicely done. I'm impressed. I thought these were going to be harder than that. Sweet. All right. Well, now we're going to kick things up a notch here. We've seen
where, Steve? That's you every time someone mentions Custodes.
Oh man, he's yeah. Steve asked how the orcs are going. All right. Sweet. So moving on here, we've seen a dominant run, a fall from grace. Time for a meteoric rise into regular balance.
Sisters? Like, I'm not locking this in. Just kind
steady climb.
Mm-hmm.
Also not mega popular. Like, we saw Custodes go from like 0 to 4,000 games in the same time period. These guys are 0 to 2,000.
Oh. Wait, July is month 7. September is month 9. Okay, it like kept going up little bits at a time, and then at the slate it kind of like rose somewhat abruptly. This could be like
Votan.
This could definitely be like this could definitely be Death Guard.
Yeah. Oh, Death Guard were like real low at the
God
start of the
awful
edition.
tier.
Yeah.
Who else was so abysmally horrible and then is now decent? I feel like that kind of.
Admech, you were just talking about how they've been on a rise.
That's
Are
true.
Admech around the 50% win rate at this point?
I think they're. I mean, with their codex, I think
I don't think
maybe.
this really includes much codex data. It cuts off
They
on the 12.
they also have substantially less games played than Custodes, like less than half.
Yeah. It could be Admech. It could be
It
Sisters.
could be Admech. It could be Admech. It could be Sisters. It could be Death
be
Guard. Like it
Guard.
could be any of those.
I
This
feel like
definitely
Death Guard
looks
got
like Death
really-
Guard to me.
I feel like Death Guard got really popular around the 5th, though.
The 5th, what?
Oh, that is kind of this big jump, though. Like, yeah, I see what you're saying. Like on the later half of September, when I think people kind of caught on. And didn't we like make a joke that like Death Guard got mega buffs, but we're still like bad? Like this is seeing how they did get mega buffs and they're still.
And
at 45.
slowly kept rising.
Yeah.
Also,
See, this is
like
one of
there
those
are
weird things
there are
where-
so few every time period in the very beginning. They get like 60 games played, 80 games played, and then the later time periods. I don't know if they're like exact increments, but it looks like they're playing many more games, like 300 more games each time period, 350 games, and then like almost 300 games. Like they're playing way more games after the buff, and I feel like that's kind of was definitely Death Guard type thing. I'm going with Death Guard, but I could definitely be wrong.
Dude, I'm feeling confident with that too. I'm saying Death Guard as well.
Death Guard.
Lock it in, boys. This is in fact Death Guard.
Let's go.
Oh, when you give us
Very
real
nice.
data, we're good.
Yeah, y'all have been significantly overperforming chat. Who got to it eventually once you guys said it, but we're convinced it was something else for a minute there.
Yeah, I haven't been looking
Very
at chat.
cool. All right. Up next, our final contest on this, which this is the thing that I thought would be the most fun. So I'm glad that it is the most fun. This one's a little bit less clear cut in terms of trend here. We've got sort of a middling performance on the front end, kind of a slight dip, and then a pretty substantial rise between it looks like late August and mid-October, and then a more recent fall off since then.
What the hell?
Most recent data is win rate at 46%.
With
Maybe a little bit higher than that. Yeah.
3,000 games played.
And they had like 1,000 before we hit the second bounce slate, and then they go like they get 2,000 in that window. So like they got buffed, obviously.
They played way more games after the buff. It like the
still
buff
fairly popular.
skyrocketed their win rate and then it tapered off.
This
this-
could be Sisters, but Sisters I feel like started off lower than 40, right?
It could be Eaters.
It could be World Eaters.
I don't see why the Eaters win rate would drop though, especially considering they're the best faction in the game apparently.
Well, that's CRS. That's
Which
like
apparently
yeah.
doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like popularity or something. I don't know. I don't think it's Votan because I remember Votan hitting like 56, 58.
It's got a couple more games played than Death Guard.
Yeah.
Like a few hundred more.
World Eaters is a pretty good guess. I don't think it's T-Suns because
What-
T-Suns would have been like
They got
reversed.
nerfed in the slate. What were the armies that got buffed significantly during the slate? World Eaters,
World
Votan,
Eaters,
Death Guard.
Votan, Death Guard. This wouldn't be Necrons, I think. Necrons would
No,
be because
I
they
don't
got
think
nerfed.
so.
a bit.
They were doing very well before, like in the summer. One of the telling parts of this is that they were doing very poorly at the beginning of the summer, like sub 40% win rate, without a ton of games played.
Yeah. Do you think it's Nids?
Maybe, but I feel like we'd have more games played if it was Nids.
Did Nids even crack 50 though?
Percent
This
win
is
rate?
yeah, and the 50% win rate is like from late September to like early November.
Yeah, our peak here is a 54% win rate as of October 13th.
There are a ton of games played, like proportionally, when they're like in the window of when their codex came out in like early October, late September. So it could definitely be them, but I just don't. I feel like there would be more games played overall, like by the end. 3,000 games played with Nids over the last 6 months seems like not a lot to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Who else got buffed in the slate?
Could be Templars. Like, how bad
Yeah.
were they at the start?
I feel like they were fine, but it probably took people a while to find good lists. But they were kind of buffed during the slate, right? Because that's when they got Crusaders and Sword
Crusader
Brethren.
point drops, and they were really popular for like a very small period. And I haven't really seen people talking about them ever since like the
September, October.
Codex Space Marines. Yeah, which would make sense, but it's weird that their games would still be like they'd play another 900 games after the Codex Space Marines came out.
With Righteous Crusaders, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like a lot of people are pivoting.
Especially if a bunch of
running
people who are
Ironstorm.
into it switch to Vanguard or whatever.
Yeah, Ironstorm and Vanguard, both very popular right now. Oh, man.
It's certainly not IK or CK. CK had a better win rate at the start of the edition, yeah.
I feel like there's been 3,000 games played with CK in the Northwest.
Yeah.
I feel like CK would have more games than this. No.
What
I don't
faction
think
got, like,
overall
a
they're a more
weird-
popular faction than Death Guard.
Like, what faction got like a weird win rate bump in September to October?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Maybe it wasn't a buffed faction. Maybe they just got very good because like their predators got worse.
Could be.
Is this like
Sisters.
Grey Knights or something weird?
That's also a decent one because I remember people were playing around with Grey Knights like right after the slate came out. They got some fun drops.
I don't really see what would cause their huge win rate spike. Like they had a notorious GSC matchup, but I don't think like two unpopular armies playing that much would cause, or like playing less would cause that much of a spike. So it could be Sisters, like you said. It could be Grey Knights. It could be World Eaters. This feels like World Eaters to me, my dude.
Yeah, World Eaters.
Like, who else was at so bad of a win rate, spiked up big time after the slate with a lot of games played, and then slowly tapered off as people figured out how to play against them or tech against them?
Sure.
They also have like a somewhat similar amount of games played to what I'd predict, like slightly more than Death Guard.
Yeah, like getting it, and then also it's like the big jump. Like as they gain in popularity, they like double the amount of games played in a very small, like a shorter window of time.
World Eaters.
Let's try World Eaters.
That is our first wrong answer of this segment.
Sad.
Though I will give you some massive credit. For reference, I pulled up this data in a sheet board. I'll show you it later once you get the right answer. I put World Eaters and this faction on at the same time, and they are almost lockstep right up until October 15th, at which point they diverge. This faction falls down, and World Eaters just sort of stay up at that peak level. They're still at a 53% win rate, having hovered around those mid-50s.
That makes sense.
Low 50s, rather, the whole time. But
So which faction got popular, and then like the people joining it made it worse? Is like kind of what we're looking for, right? Sisters?
Yeah, like by win rate. It could be
Like, I feel like what happened is maybe a bunch of Sisters players came out. They're like, "Oh my god, my army's good again," and then it's like, "Well, dude, you haven't been playing them for 9 months."
Yes, but like in early October and like September. I feel like we've been talking about Sisters for the last month.
But when was Tampa?
I have no idea.
Because that's when like people really started talking about Sisters again.
Sure. Yeah, it could definitely be Sisters. I'm down to guess that. I'd be surprised if it was, but
Yeah, I mean Tampa. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Tampa was like October, right? Like early October, October 13th.
yeah, and this
And
win
this-
rate starts spiking basically when the data slate comes out.
Yeah, I'm not like an insane amount. Like it goes from 40% to 44 with like 100 more games played.
Yes, in 2 weeks, like by mid-September.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, but the big change that's really weird to me is going from 44 to 50 in like mid-September to like early October.
So we're not guessing Votan because there was a point where they got to 58. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think Votan would have been like early September, like, and then like, I don't even think Votan have fallen below 50 still.
Okay.
I think Votan are like this, and then kind of like this above 50. So. What do you think it'd be besides Sisters?
I don't know, man. We can get Sisters.
Like it's a faction that did very well on the weekend of the 13th, which was Tampa. I think.
No,
right?
September 13th?
No, October 13th.
Ah. Sure, let's guess Sisters of Battle.
Sisters of Battle is not correct here. Because we're 2 wrong answers in an hour into the show, I'm going to give you all a hint. It is not an Imperial faction.
All right. So it's not Imperial. Do you think it's Orcs? Or have Orcs been like above 50 for the past month?
I feel like Orcs would also have more games played. Like, way more games played.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably not Necrons. I think Necrons were like above.
Yeah,
50,
they were. I mean, they were
50.
also good before the slate. This is
Yeah.
very clearly a faction that was terrible before the slate.
I don't think it's Drakari.
No.
It's certainly not Admech, because Admech were like low, like high 20s, low 30s when the edition came out.
Admech are also Imperial.
True.
Could have fooled me, dude.
Oh, could this be like Tau or something dumb?
Certainly Tau would be more popular, right?
They got points decreases at the slate. And they were definitely, like, I don't think people were playing them very well before the slate. And this is, like, gonna... Seems like the right number of games played for Tau.
Okay. I'm with you.
They're not Imperial, so that's a step in the right direction.
So that's, I mean, that's good. That means we don't have to worry about any of the stupid Marine sub-detachments.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured that would be the right thing to cut off.
Yeah, because my next guess would have been Templars, honestly. But
It's not Death Guard, it's not World Leaders.
not T-Sons.
This is probably not CSM, right? They'd have way more games played. Yeah, they would have so many more
CSM's
games
also
played.
still above 50.
True, yeah.
Yeah, the current win rate for this faction, most recently recorded, is 47%.
This could definitely be Tau, my dude.
Yeah, I think Tau. I think CK, maybe. But Tau seems more likely.
The thing I don't like about CK for this graph is it starts so low and it stays there for like 4 months, 3 months.
Yeah, also, like, I feel like CK was really front-loaded in games at the start of the edition. Like, everyone was freaking out about the 14 dog wall, you know?
Yeah. Let's guess Tau. I'm going to guess Tau Empire.
Cool.
Locking it in. Tau is correct.
Let's go.
Hell
Very
yeah,
nicely
dude.
done. That is the Tau Empire. Just as a quick aside to show y'all how close some of these were. If I hit that button, I think this will show. Are you seeing the multiple now?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see World Leaders and Sisters both have this pretty similar rise. World Leaders especially, they're just right there with Tau. But then yeah, they keep going strong. Sisters also still going strong. Tau having fallen a little bit since that peak.
So it was the taper off that should have keyed us in a little bit. Can you show us Chaos Knights out of curiosity?
I feel pretty good about us getting like the 2 closest to this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Chaos Knights recently look very similar, but historically have never dropped below 45 and started real good as well.
How many games
Look at
played
that.
do Chaos Knights have?
CK have 3,400 games played. Tau have 3,200. Sisters
Look at
only
that
have
Sisters
1,400, and
gameplay
World
point,
Leaders
dude.
have 2,000.
Back in June, 60%
Yeah.
win rate. Games played 5. Let's go.
Data,
Meanwhile,
boys.
Yeah, indeed. That's data. All right, sweet.
Yeah, okay.
Very nicely done. Let's keep it going. It's time for our last game. This is the one that was my first idea, so I'm excited to see how this works out. I'm gonna try to make this game move a little bit quicker because I want this to be nice and slow because this is complicated. So this last game is called New Data Sheet Who Dis, and the way it works is I'll show you this. Here's the first one. Here's a data sheet. I've covered every piece of useful information here. And
Oh, it has melee weapons. I know what it is.
each of y'all are going each time around we're going to pick one thing to reveal between the two of y'all, and then the gray things never get revealed, and the blue cannot be revealed until all of the green have been revealed. And then after each poll you're going to make a guess. Don't think too hard on the guesses, especially on the front end, because there's going to be a lot of things that have some of these stats in common, but we're never going to learn the names of things. We're just going off of stats here. We're going to see how well we can do this. So here's your first data sheet. What is the first stat?
It's just like, because I don't know data sheets very well. What is the blue? So like, there's the big green chunk under the move, toughness, save, wounds. Like what's supposed to go there?
That's, I mean, you could ask to have that blob removed to see what it is. It's green, so anything green is up for grabs. You can grab anything you want.
I'm looking at a data sheet right now to see what goes there. Because I just genuinely do not know what's supposed to go there.
For sure.
It's usually like rules text.
Oh, locked content.
Yeah, wait, are we gonna get like do we have to input our Necron Codex code to actually play this game?
Absolutely, dude.
Funny. Dude.
Oh, it's like if they have another kind of save, like it's if they have an invuln save. Okay.
Yeah.
So
if they have another ability.
Surely the most efficient box to remove is the ranged weapon box, right? Or maybe melee weapon.
Well, melee weapon could just be close combat weapon 401.
True, ranged weapon could be bolt pistol.
I think ranged weapon are data sheet abilities.
So the blue ones, the data sheet abilities, those cannot be revealed until all the green ones have been revealed.
But there's
So
a
I feel like
green
those
ones that
are-
are data sheet abilities, right?
Oh, there is a data sheet ability that is green. That one's up for grabs.
Yeah, that's like
The
probably
name of the ability. Yeah.
yeah, it could be like scouts or feel no pain or something basically.
Anything that is
No.
faction unique or unique to units is gray and is never getting revealed. The data sheet ability, if it's in green, means that it's a generic ability. So yeah, it could be deep strike,
Oh.
scouts.
Okay.
Field
Otherwise, it
Level
would be
plus.
insanely
Stuff like that.
obvious.
That's
Yeah.
that's why I was confused.
Let's do ranged weapons.
Going for
Give me
range.
that.
All right.
Give me that ranged weapon.
So our ranged weapon looks like this.
Okay, it's some kind of flamer.
Some kind of generic flamer.
So you're gonna get to guess one data sheet between each thing that gets revealed, and every blob that is still on the board when you're done is a point.
Okay, question. Is this like the only range weapon it has, or did you just grab one of like the basic range weapon it's equipped with?
Everything on the data sheet that I considered relevant is up here.
Okay, cool. So that means
So,
this
like,
unit can only
This is a unit
use
with
that flamer.
this flamer. So, what's a unit with just a ton of generic flamer people? Furnace Marines are 501. It could be like Burna Boys.
Are they 401?
Yep.
That makes sense to me. What else just has like a shitload? Of
Yeah,
flamers?
who else is just generic flamer people?
The Bomba flamers are 301. Also, we would see like the Bombas if we revealed range weapons.
Presumably. Oh, yeah, what the hell was that? Oh, what's mine?
do we have to guess a data sheet before we can reveal the next one? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you guess one data sheet. And then
the thing is, generic flamer units are all going to be equally as likely to be guessed right now. So as soon as we find one, we should just guess it, right?
Yeah, these were determined randomly. I literally rolled dice.
Burnaboys.
Burnaboys is incorrect. Select another green blob to remove.
Okay. So if it's not Burnaboys, what could help us like key in?
I'm also gonna stop with the silly sound effect because it's getting annoying.
What it's from?
Probably melee weapons.
Maybe.
It's either melee weapons or that blob where the invulnerable save should go.
Yeah, wait, what's the one underneath like the move toughness save? What's that supposed to
That's supposed to. That's where their invuln would be if they had one.
Gotcha. Oh, dude. Oh. Yeah, because that could tell us if it's like flamers.
Wait, I think actually no. Melee weapons is not the one to reveal here because it's almost certainly close combat weapon. Surely it's like no, maybe not wounds. What about save? I feel like save would be make it pretty obvious.
Save or toughness?
Save or toughness? Yeah, let's do.
What about leadership?
No, that's one of two values, probably.
It's either like 5, 6, or 7.
Crazy. All right, so are we going save?
I think we should do. I think we should do save.
Let's do save.
All right, very cool.
Oh, it's a demon.
Save
it's a demon
is a 7 plus.
Dude. Is it Zinch? Are Zinch flamers 401? 501.
They might be 401.
I mean, we have a guess. Do you want to guess Zinch flamers? Flamers of Zinch, whatever they're called.
Yeah. Like, are there any other flamer units with terrible saves? I'm trying to think of other like bad save actions.
Like, because Grots have a 7-up save, but Grots can't take flamers.
I don't have
right?
flamers. Mandrakes have. They have more ability. They have more abilities on their ranged weapons, though. They have like dev wounds.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see a reason to not guess flamers here. Let's guess flamers of Zinch.
Flamers of Zinch is incorrect. What would you like to reveal next?
Boy. Maybe we should reveal that invulnerable save slot. It's either that or like movement or something.
Yeah. Probably.
Huh?
Yeah, probably.
Which one of the two would you rather do? Or what about datasheet ability? What if we revealed that datasheet ability?
Oh, like to find out if they have scouts or infiltrate or something?
Yeah.
Or deep strike?
Or feel no pain.
I mean, like, I'm kind of feeling it's like a demon, but...
Probably. I'm just trying to think of what, like, demon units have... It could just, like, randomly have some terrible flamer weapon on its mount or something.
What stat would you like, boys?
Let's do datasheet ability.
Datasheet ability. The datasheet ability is Deep Strike.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a demon.
Wow, what demon has a 401 flamer? It's probably some dumb character, right?
It almost certainly is some dumb character.
What's a dumb character with like a flamer? That's like a shitty little flamer, dude.
It's definitely not like any of the heralds, because they'd actually have something decent. Oh god, what if it's like one of the Slanesh ladies with like a whip or something stupid? It's like it's like the agony fucker with the on Herald Exalted Wiener Ball or something stupid. God damn it, I hate that shit. Why can't we just call it Herald on Chariot?
That's what we do call it.
Could it not be a demon?
Yeah, what else is a 7-up save, deep strike, flamer? Like, I would say assassin, but I'm pretty sure Calidus Assassin's flamer is precision.
Yeah, it's also way better than that.
Yeah.
Are there's no other assassin. Everstar doesn't have a shooting attack, right? Everstar also has scout.
He's got a little needle pistol.
Which I guess we wouldn't necessarily have to know.
Yeah, wait, all of them have stealth, don't they?
No, the Calidus is not a stealth.
What is the big head guy? Calexus?
Yeah, it could be the Calexus. But I think sure, a shooting attack is also pretty good.
Oh, his?
I think Calexis are female, right? Either way, whatever.
I don't know.
Deep Strike. Fuck off. We have a guess right now. I just want to reveal another one.
You're welcome to guess something that you know is wrong.
Do we want to just guess Calexis Assassin, or do we know that it's wrong?
I'm almost certain that's wrong, but I don't have a better option. So Calexis Assassin.
Calexis Assassin is incorrect. Select a bubble to remove.
Do you want to see melee weapons?
Yeah, that would probably key us into something. It's going to be close combo, and I'm going to riot, but go ahead.
I'm ready, dude.
Go for it.
Melee weapon is 3 attacks on 3s at 5/1/1.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's a close combat weapon of some kind.
This has to be the exalted Transbringer of cock and ball torture or something.
Transweaver? No, she doesn't have flamer. Right?
Are you sure? She could have like the whip.
So
The whip.
The dude on the back of the Celeste is
Shalexi, yeah.
basically has a. No, this is not
No,
Shalexi.
Celeste, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Shalexi's the big one. Yeah, Celeste.
Yes. Like has a
Yeah, but-
flamer that's almost like no, it's not a flamer. It's the whip has to hit.
The whip's like
God
6 attacks,
fucking
yeah.
damn
The
it.
flamer's
This-
really good.
This fucking sucks.
Oh, it's... Oh, God, dude.
Who deep strikes? Let's list all the deep strike data sheets.
We're gonna be here for a minute.
Yes, we are because we're stupid.
This was supposed to be the easy one.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm sure it's easy when you can see everything.
That's the thing. I've never made this game before, so I radically underestimated the difficulty. But I'm having a good time. I hope y'all are as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it's 3 attacks hit on 3s at 5/1/1. That also has a flamer.
And deep strikes.
Like, if this is some obscure character, I'm gonna be mega annoyed.
Could it be another Zinch dude? No, he would have
Sure,
better
he'd have a
ranged
psychic
than-
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have better ranged weapon. Is this like a Poxbringer or some stupid shit? Poxbringer of Nurgle.
Poxbringer of Nurgle is incorrect. What stat would you like revealed next?
Movement.
All right, here we go. Movement 12. Fast boy.
God.
I think it's actually a really useful poll. Like that narrows it down significantly.
In theory.
So it's something that deep strikes that is fast that doesn't have fly
Probably.
and
has flamers.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel
fly would be
comfortable
on
at
a
this point
data
telling you that
sheet,
there's nothing on the data sheet that was not included here. I don't think. Certainly nothing as nefarious as a rule like fly. That's not. No. There's my phone.
So what's the thing that zips around with flamers and a 7-up save and decent melee? Do what is it? Screamers have flamers?
No, they're melee only.
Cool.
Could it be like a fucking plague drone or whatever?
Maybe? The plague drones, like the plague flies, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the plague drones of Nurgle, like the demon unit. I think no, I think they move 10. I also think they have a better ranged weapon. They have like the Death's Head or whatever.
Okay.
God fucking damn it. It could definitely be plague drones of Nurgle.
Plague Drones of Nurgle is incorrect. Select a green bubble to remove.
The invuln save.
5 up, baby.
Oh my god.
So is it not a demon then?
No, a lot of demons have 5-up invulns.
Who has 4-ups?
Oh my god, it's almost certainly Fleshhounds. Because they move 12, they have 1 shitty flamer. They have this is Fleshhounds for sure.
Yeah.
This is Fleshhounds.
This is Fleshhound.
Oh my god, the flamer fucked with me so hard, dude. I thought everyone had a fucking flamer. Oh my god. I'm so mad. Oh
Very
my
nice. All right,
god.
all right. We've got. What do we have? I think we have 3 of these in total.
Oh, that was the easy one? Oh, Christ. Okay, I'll see you guys at 3 p.m.
All right,
Holy
which guy would
shit.
you like removed first?
Look at that melee weapon. Okay. This is Gaskell Thraka.
That is incorrect, but also you get to pull one first.
This is Gaskell Thraka. I know it.
What would
Holy
you?
cow, that melee weapon's crazy, dude.
The
What
bottom
would you-
melee weapon. The bottom melee weapon.
Bottom melee weapon. All right.
The fuck kind of pizza?
What is this up here? You didn't cover the invul save, by the way.
Oh, whoops.
Free information.
Damn.
Well, I guess I can't
there's
see the top half of the number.
It's either a 5 or a 3. If it's a 3, I'm gonna riot.
Alright, well, we get that one for free.
For guessing Gaz incorrectly, you get to see the invuln save. It's a 5-up.
5 up invuln, 6 attacks at 4-1-1 twin linked. With like one of the fucking weapons.
Is that supposed to be like it sweeps? Or like a
Could be.
different weapon it can equip? Yeah, that'd be a different weapon.
I mean, the 2 little dashes are probably strike and sweep, right?
I think. I don't know. I don't really have
I don't
many of
know,
those in my
it's-
codexes.
Twin linked. With 6 fucking attacks.
Take a guess.
And we'll save a 5-up.
Could this be like metamorphs? I don't think they have this many melee weapons.
Do they have
but
an invuln save, though?
They also don't have 2 different types of characteristics.
Nah, I'm kind of thinking...
Just as a clarification, I'll pull both versions of whatever characters you pull. I'm not going to make y'all sit here through like 12 fucking polls to get through that
what is
stuff.
this here at the top, though? Like, MT... So, like, these means that there's 2 different models in the
Yes,
unit.
it's like Gaskell and Makari. That's why I guess.
Yeah,
that
and like
initially.
one of the guys there has a... Like, one of the guys in the unit has a 5-up invuln.
The invuln is all of them.
Ah, okay. So what's like a unit with 2 different guys that has a twin-linked melee weapons?
I feel like if we reveal the movement, that's going to tell us a lot.
Feel
We
free
have
to
a
throw a
guess
garbage
first.
guess out. Keep going.
Orc boys.
Incorrect. What would you like it to revealed?
Movement. It's going to be 6.
It is
Uh-huh.
not 6. It is 7.
Okay.
So Eldarish?
Accursed Cultist moves 6, right?
I believe so. 7 is
And they
like
also don't have a
Eldar.
twin link melee weapon. Yeah, that could
Eldar.
definitely be a random Eldar unit.
Oh, dude, invuln save 5-up. It's an Exarch, right?
Yeah, Aspect Warrior. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
could be. Who? What kind of aspect?
Well, no. All of them have 5-ups. The Exarch has 3 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
They all move 7, other than like Banshees, so it's not Banshees. Could be Scorpions? They've got pistols, and they've got a couple different melee weapons. Do Scorpions have a twin-linked melee weapon?
I don't think so, because they always have like a gun in one hand. Who is twin-linked? Oh, dude. What? Oh no, those guys move faster than 7, right? Warp spiders.
Yeah, they move fucking 12.
24.
Well, no, that's on their data sheet.
I
But like
know,
their base
I know.
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think we're onto something with Eldar here. Like, I don't know what other factions move 7 base. Drukhari move 8 base. You know what I'm
Certainly
saying?
nothing in Votan. I'll tell you that much.
Take a guess. Pull something.
Striking Scorpions.
Striking Scorpions is incorrect. What would you like revealed?
Probably wounds. Thoughts, Nick?
Do you think wounds or
either-
toughness? If we do wounds, will you reveal
I feel like
wounds
toughness will almost always be the same. Yes, he will. But wounds might actually be different, and that might tell us a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that or ranged weapon. Nah, ranged weapon's not gonna
let's
be
do
that
wounds.
useful.
Let's do wounds.
Wounds? Cool. This top one is 1 wound,
1 and
the
2,
bottom
right?
one is 2 wounds.
Okay, this is almost certainly an aspect warrior then.
So what do we got? I don't think banshees have a twin-linked weapon. It's not hawks or scorpions or warp spiders.
It's not dragons because they have like 3 different ranged weapons. I think banshees move faster than 7,
They might.
but I could also be very wrong.
Yeah, they might be 8.
What other aspect warriors are there?
There's dire avengers, but I don't know if they have a twin-linked melee weapon.
Oh,
They have more ranged weapons?
They might. Oh, they probably have more ranged weapons. They also don't have 3 melee weapons, surely.
No, I think they do. They got like the sword and they got the glaive, but I don't think they have a twin-linked one.
I mean, do you want to guess Dire Avengers?
I don't think it's dire avengers.
Okay.
Well, if you don't know what it is, more information is always a guess away.
You said it couldn't be Drakari? The all Drakari
It,
movie? Or is that
definitely
just
could.
witches?
It definitely could be Drukari. No, I know Kabalites move 8.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Because, like, we've gone through all the aspect warriors, right?
Yeah.
And none of them have a twin-linked melee weapon.
Yeah, like what Drukari could it possibly be?
Incubi?
It's like a dual profile. Oh, it is
Incubi
Incubi
have
for
7 or
sure.
8.
They're like their sergeant has 2 wounds. Do they have a ranged weapon?
I have no idea. I don't
We're gonna guess
think
Incubi.
so. Yeah, sure. We'll guess the dark aspect warriors.
Incubi is correct.
Let's
They do not have a ranged weapon.
Good
Oh,
thinking,
you
Nick.
bastard.
Oh, that's you're a cuck for that.
Told you I would not leave anything out. I did not say I would not give you anything extra.
Good thought, Nikolai.
Nicely done. Nice
Well,
pull.
we've been through all the aspect warriors, so I was like, well,
Yeah, for
what
sure.
are the
All
other
right,
aspect warriors?
last one here.
Holy fucking ability. Oh
Where would
my
we like to
God.
start?
5 ranged weapon and 1 melee weapon. It's almost certainly close combat weapon. No, that's actually not true. The
Give
top
me that
ranged
giant
weapon.
blue chunk in the middle. No, I'm kidding.
The top ranged weapon.
Top ranged weapon?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, this is interesting.
Okay, this is like probably a hellhound or some stupid shit.
This thing is a million. Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
18-inch 2d6. Yeah, it's like some kind of.
You want to
Oh,
guess
this-
Hellhound? Is that the profile of the Hellhound Flamer?
Yeah,
I
it
don't
could
know.
also be like a Tyrannofix, something with a giant acid spray type of thing. I'm gonna no Hellhound. Yeah, there's like the Inferno Cannon, the Chem Cannon, the fucking Heavy Bolter, Heavy Flamer. Like there could definitely be 5 weapons. Let's guess Hellhound.
Hellhound is incorrect. What would you like next?
Do you want toughness? If we're thinking it's
Yes,
like a vehicle or
I
a
think so.
monster?
Toughness should tell us a lot.
Toughness 12.
Okay, Tyrannofix.
Tyrannofix?
Tyrannofex is incorrect. What else would you like?
Okay. So we know
Probably
it's
the
very
next shooting weapon.
OC to figure out if it's like a knight, or do you think that's stupid? 'Cause it
I
could
mean,
be a
I think there are a
help us.
single-digit number of knights. I mean, obviously, there's like 1 or 2 knights in the game that have a flamer like that. If
Yeah.
that. I mean, I know the big fuck-off flamer on the Valiant is 2 damage, right?
Yeah. It's also like 46 or something. 3d6.
Yeah, 3d6.
It's like who has a little like side gun? Like is it the Mogira or whatever that has the little like side flamer?
He wouldn't do Megara, dude. He wouldn't troll us that hard.
I literally rolled dice for these.
Yeah.
None of them were
good.
It
handed.
could be. Well, hopefully it's not an Imperial army. You know, those are going to be here for a while. Do we have another guess right now? No, we have another poll, right?
You have another guess right now, right?
No, you have
we
a
Oh, no,
poll.
another poll. You just guessed terrain effects. So we're thinking of pulling OC or the next shooting weapon.
What about wounds? If it's a vehicle, surely that tells us a lot, right?
Sure. Yeah, that would tell us the kind of like vehicle it is. Yeah.
Because if it's 22, then it's a knight. If it's 24, then it's a knight. If it's fucking 14, then it's some stupid guard vehicle. Wounds.
Wounds. All right.
Oh, because it could be like a Dorn or something.
16 wounds.
Okay.
So, chonky boy. T12, 16 wounds.
Does a Dorn have 16 wounds?
It's either that or 18.
It's not a Russ, right? Russes are 13.
I gotta say, massive shout out to GW for radically diversifying the numbers in 10th edition. This game would not work in 9th.
Yeah. Oh, it's T8. I
T8.
wonder what thing it is.
Wow.
T12, 16 wounds.
She's thick.
With the flamer.
Oh, she said she, dude. That's a hint.
What's the one what's a T12 like bug monster besides the Tyrannofex?
Tyrannofex. It could be like a Hierodule or something dumb. Oh my god, is this the Scythed Hierodule?
Is that your guess?
Can the Hierodule take a flamer?
Yeah, the Scythed Hierodule does have some dumbass heavy flamer on the back of it.
All right, dude.
But oh no, wait. But it definitely doesn't. It doesn't have 5 ranged weapons.
What if it's the barbed Hierodule?
That doesn't have the dumb flamer.
Damn it.
Damn it! I don't think it's the Scythed Hierodule. But like, what else are we?
If this is like a Forge World Imperial tank, I'm gonna riot.
Yeah,
dude.
it's probably like the Malkador, something dumb. Scythed Hierodule.
What's
That
the
was incorrect. What would you like?
Cool. Next range.
The yeah,
melee
next ranged weapon for sure.
We're gonna reveal melee, and it's gonna be empty, dude. Ready? Oh,
Psychic.
hello.
What the fuck? Okay,
What
Tyrannid
is this?
buggy
This
boy.
is probably a Tyrannid bug. Which one has that gun though, dude?
What the fuck?
Oh, is this how tanky is a Norn? Is a Norn T12?
I mean, a Norn does not have 5 melee. All the Norns have 2 melee weapons as well. Pretty sure. No, Norns are T11, yeah.
Okay.
What in the fuck? Are there other factions that could have a big psyker, dude?
Mortarion?
Oh.
Is Morty T12?
Yeah, but he doesn't have 5.
16
Again, he
ones.
doesn't have 5 ranged weapons.
Yeah, and he has like 3 melee weapons.
He's got Fart Wind and he's got, yeah, exactly.
He's got Rotwind and the what is it? He's got the Lantern. I don't think
Yeah.
he has a
He do-
flamer.
He doesn't even have, can't be Magnus.
No, Magnus is T
11. He's T11.
It's definitely not Angron because he has no gun.
Yeah.
Dude, is this the unreleased Fulgrim datasheet?
I can
Tougher.
confirm that this is a legally playable model in Warhammer 40,000.
All right, so it's not the Brass Scorpion of Khorne. Damn it.
Oh. Could it be like one of the Wraith things?
No, Wraith Lords are like
They're
12
smaller than
meters.
that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
They
something in
also
between
don't
a
have
Wraith
5
Lord and a
guns.
Wraith Knight?
Oh, these are 5 guns.
Oh,
These are
what
Wraith
if it's
Seer.
yeah, what if it's the no, surely
think
that's
he has
not 16
wounds.
wounds, yeah.
No.
It's some kind of dumb Tyrannid fuck.
What's a big psychic guy with T12, dude? What's the one that births them? What's that one called? The Tyranna something or whatever?
The Turvagon?
Yeah, is she T12?
Oh, yes.
I think it's the Turvagon then, dude.
No, but it has like multiple melee weapons.
I'm guessing Turvagon, dude.
Turvagon!
Turvagon is incorrect. What would you like revealed
Alright.
next?
The melee weapon.
It's gonna
Melee
be blank.
weapon?
It's gonna be blank. It's gonna be nothing.
It's not nothing because every data sheet has a melee weapon. 6 attacks on 4s at 801.
Okay, that looks like that's like a guard big tank, but what the fuck is the psychic weapon? What? This is so cursed.
I'd say Abominant, except it's 16 wounds. Also, Abominant has a better melee weapon.
Yo, what if it's some big ass
what's
demon?
Psychic tank?
No, all the demons hit in melee.
Do they?
Yeah, like even the shitty Nurgle ones have like something. Like 4 attacks hitting on 4s, but it's better than 801.
I feel like there's like a big Tyranid thing that's like really bad in melee that I can't think about.
I mean,
All
that doesn't, yeah, damn it. Stole the joke right out of my fucking mouth.
Your joke was better though. Yeah, it doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, like all of this I would have thought was Tyrannifex, dude. It's wild. I guess he doesn't have a psychic weapon.
T12. Swarmlord is, yeah, he's not this tough.
No,
Oh, he
he's
also
not a
doesn't have 6
Swarmlord or
attacks
a
hitting on
Tyrant.
4s at 801.
He's bad
Lol.
in melee, but he's not that bad.
Ah, fucking Christ. Is it some dumb orc thing? Probably not.
No, because the only psychic orc like thing.
Oh, it also doesn't hit on 3s
Yeah.
in the shooting. What the flying fuck? Wow, this is challenging. What's the next one we're gonna reveal is the question.
You can always throw out some bullshit just to get something else on the board.
Gretchen.
Gretchen is incorrect. What would you like to reveal?
Okay, what's the next best reveal, Nikolai? Save?
We know it doesn't have an invuln.
Yes.
Is there like a psychic land raider, dude? Is that a thing?
No.
All right.
Surely it's another ranged weapon, right? It's either that or like movement or save or something.
Dude, I want to see the next range.
Leadership is always
Next-
there, dude.
Next ranged weapon.
You want the next one from the top there, the third one?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
dude. I want this one, and I need it to be like one shot, something goofy.
Ask and you shall receive.
Okay, it is a hunter
Alright.
killer missile. That is actually a hunter killer missile.
Is it?
I mean, it almost certainly is.
My answer is psychic land raider. You want to lock that in, Lucas?
That's not a data sheet, brother. What the fuck is a Imperial tank with a psychic twin-linked and like one dumb flamer? What?
The dice
Santa's-
were very generous for me.
Santa's sleigh, dude.
No,
You
it's
think this
not
is
that.
Logan Green on
That guy's only 12 wins.
Chariot? He's also hopefully
also
better
not
in
psychic.
combat.
Is this a Forge World model?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
There's no
Okay.
such thing as Forge World anymore.
It's Imperial Guard for sure, then.
It's like if it's some obscure Imperial tank, I'm never guessing this.
I mean, I just have I struggle to think that Imperial Guard or AdMech would actually have any psychic anything.
It has to be some obscure, like, Nids monster, right?
I looked it up, and yes, this is a resin kit.
God damn it.
Ooh, here's an asterisk to that, just to give you all another hint. It is a resin and plastic kit.
Dude, it has to be some Land Raider variant. Like, come on, right? Or is what weird dumb Nid bugs are there?
I don't think there are any more big dumb bugs. There are no more bugs. There's the Harridan, there's the Hierodule, there's the Haruspex, there's the Hierophant. No, that's way bigger than this. Could it actually be the Harridan?
Harridan? Harridan's like a big flying guy,
That's
right?
the flying one.
Yeah, I don't think it's him.
Yeah, it probably has a better melee weapon.
Is there some goofy orc thing?
That's what I was trying to think of, but like it wouldn't hit on 2s and 3s in shooting.
Sure.
Probably.
Do we just want to do another guess and reveal
Sure.
another goofy thing?
Scouts.
It is not scouts. What would you like revealed?
Do you want to reveal the save, the move, or the next ranged weapon?
Move.
All right.
This
She
is
is movement
fucking
10.
hard. That doesn't tell me anything. Thanks for that, Tyler.
It's not a Harridan.
I'm gonna guess Land Raider Anathema. Or whatever.
Like the Custodes one?
Yes.
It is not the Custodes Land Raider. What would you like revealed?
The next shooting weapon.
It's like Stormbolter.
Stormbolter. This is definitely something Imperial. What the fuck, Imperial vehicle?
It looks like a Land Raider, but like a psychic Land Raider.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Right? Like, it's got the Stormbolter, it's got the Hunter Killer Missile, it's got a Flamer. The Flamer is weird.
There's no Grey Knight, like, dumb Land Raider, right? Oh, maybe there is, like, a stupid Grey Knight Land Raider. That is some stupid
Grey
shit.
Knight Land Raider.
Oh my god, yeah, because it has a fucking side cannon on it, pintle mounted.
Do you remember when I
Oh my god. I thought it was shooting a brain bullet, not a fucking pintle mounted.
I've been saying psychic
Oh
Land
my
Raider
god.
for the last 7 guesses.
You really have been.
I'm sorry, I didn't know the Banisher off the top of my head.
I just needed Grey Knight Land Raider. I didn't need you to know the word Banisher. That's fine. But yeah, its last ranged weapon, by the way, is a multi-melta, and yeah, its abilities. I probably could have allowed you to have Deadly Demise D6. There was no reason not to have that. But yeah.
All right, well, I think I got that one, like, guessed. So.
Nailed it, dude.
As soon as I said psychic Land Raider, and Lucas was like, "No, that doesn't exist in the game."
I love that you went with Land Raider Anathema, like Anathema Psychana, like fucking anti-psychic Land Raider with the psychic gun.
Well, I don't know what the actual name of the psychic Land Raider is, so I was saying something that sounded goofy.
For sure. All right. Nicely played, boys. I wasn't keeping score. Someone in the chat can tell y'all how you did.
I think we all won.
So there was what? Fleshhounds, Incubi, Land Raider Redeemer, and then what was the other one?
Banisher.
We only did 3 data sheets.
Oh.
We did 3 data sheets. We did 4 faction win paths, and we did the top 5 and the bottom 5 armies in the game.
We did pretty good at top
Nice
5. We did really bad at bottom 5. We did pretty good with the win rates. And we
did very well with the win rates.
We're like 50-50
I was really
on the data
impressed.
sheets.
Yeah.
Fleshhounds, we were terrible at guessing them. Incubi, pretty quick. Psychic Land Raider, I got instantly, and you guys gaslit me. So.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Excellent. Well, if you played along with us, let us know down in the YouTube comments below how you did. Let us know if we should do something like this again, or if you have other ideas for silly nonsense. We'll be back again next week on the 28th for ostensibly some different flavor of silly nonsense, as tournaments will start kicking up shortly thereafter. But thank you so much for listening, and with that all being said and done, I've been Tyler.
Sorry, the ambulance was popping off nearby. Right now.
Oh, man.
We live across from a hospital, for those who are unaware. Anyways, I've been Nick.
It's your boy Lucas.
And we'll catch y'all next time. Take care, everyone.
It's a Harridan.
Is not, I repeat, is not a Harridan.
You are not the Harridan!
The real winner was the Harridans we made along the way.
Go Harridan yourself.